Hey guys, and welcome back to the Art of Flipping. This is a series, what I was doing in phase 1, where we're flipping from 0 gold and seeing how much gold we make, and basically just a journey of day by day of me doing flipping and the decisions that I put into like buying the items and selling the items and what items I'm actually flipping, so you can follow along and get some pointers on how to flip also. So after popular demand, we're going to be bringing this back in season 2, so I hope you all enjoy. We're going to be using the groups and the operations from my classic flipping guide and using all the techniques that I teach inside the classic flipping guide. So let's just have a quick recap of where we're sitting at. We've got 500 gold in the bags at the moment. We also have around 1800 gold worth of items listed up on the auction house at the moment. There is 1,455 items posted, and I believe we have a bunch of things in the mailbox. So we also have 195 mails in the mailbox. I think they're mainly just sales from today. Let's go ahead and open them all up anyways. We'll see what we have sitting in the mailbox. So we've been selling a bunch of different items, a bunch of materials, a bunch of BOE items and recipes of lately, and a whole heap actually of the WOTLK supply things. We have some boots there for 20 gold. That's a nice flip on those. So what's been working really good for me at the moment, I've been making a lot of gold from WOTLK supply items, so items that are handed in for the WOTLK supplies. They've recently had a buff on how much gold people get back from doing them, so even people that don't just need it for reputation, that some people are actually completing them just for the main purpose of getting the gold and making a profit from handing them in, so they're selling really good. Also, as you can see, there's a bunch of quest items in here. The quest items have been really good. That's a new group in the groups from the classic flipping guide. They've been flipping really good. A lot of people need them, especially at the moment. We've got this 100% experience buff, the Discoverer's Delight buff, so a lot of people are actually leveling alts at the moment. And so the quest items have been selling really well. On top of that, your normal stuff, we're in phase 2, so the phase 2 BOEs and the high demand items for phase 2, they've also been selling really good. And then obviously the materials, they always sell really good. It's a bit different how you flip those. You kind of want to reset the market, keep an eye on it. You need like a decent amount of time that you can babysit the auction house and you can undercut and make sure that you're the most competitive price once you've done a market reset. So let's go ahead and do some flipping. We'll see what we can find up in the auction house at the moment. It's pretty late server time, so it's 1:30 AM on the server time. So we'll go ahead and we'll see what items we can find at the moment. So before we do some normal scans on the groups, another thing that I've been doing quite a lot recently is running sniper scans. So using the sniper operation, I recently just put out a video actually on how to snipe items for very cheap, but we are scanning all of the groups, so even the phase 1 stuff, all the groups that you can see right here, we're scanning all of those. And what this will do is that in live time it will bring up items. So say an item gets posted right now while I'm already have started the scan, it will pop it up on this screen, and whatever criteria we have it set at, which we can check for you. So if we go to operations here, we go to sniper operations, Buffy snipe, we have it set to 30% of the DB market. We've been doing it around 30 to 50%. So this means any item that pops up on the sniper operation is actually under 30% of the DB market. The DB market is the average price of the last 14 days. So this seems to work really well. You can play around with the number obviously, and right here you can select which groups you want it to actually scan when you click on this scan and do a TSM sniper scan. So what it does, it will bring up the percent, and because we have it set at 30%, if there is an item that is 30% of the market value, at this percent sign right here on the search, it will actually be 100%. It's a bit complicated to the eye at first, but say you've got it set at 30%, if it comes up at 100%, that means it's at 30% of the DB market. Anything lower is below 30% of the DB market. So what I've been doing on this account here, which is my second account, I've just been sitting back. If I see an item that pops up here on the sniper operation, I go ahead and buy that, repost it up on the auction house. This makes it very easy and it's a good way to snipe some of the items. You have a chance of getting them before anyone else, because if you're just doing scans with the browse feature, selecting the groups, this can take 5 minutes. If you do a whole heap of items or all the groups, this could take even longer, like 10 minutes. So if a real good item pops up on the sniper and you're doing the normal option where you're just searching the bulk groups, by the time your scan is completed, the item is probably already sold if it's a really good deal, because someone is doing a sniper scan just like this. So this is a good way to get some of them really good deals before anyone else has a chance to actually buy them. So this has been working out really well. As you can see though, it's been like a minute or two already and nothing has popped up yet. That is because we have it set at such a low percent, like 30% of the DB market. So it has to be really good deals that pop up here, but basically anything that pops up here will be worth buying and is a really good deal because it's under 30% of the market value. So here's an item, it's not too exciting, but it is used for the waylaid suppliers. This is way underpriced at the moment. There's 4 stacks of 5, so we'll go ahead and buy all of them. They're only posted for 1 silver. They're worth 5 silver each. Let's go ahead and grab all of those. So basically, that is how we would do it. We'd just go, let the scan run. This is a kind of boring item. So every time you buy an item, you actually have to do a reset or a /reload. But what we can do, because we know there's still a few more stacks of those, we can go over here, we can search these up, we can go ahead and get a few more of these. They're still way below price. As you can see, they're at 20% of the market value, and these do sell very quickly. Let's go ahead and buy the 3 stacks of 5 of those. Be able to make a nice little bit of quick gold off them. They are using the waylaid supplies, so they'll sell quickly. We'll change the number from 30% DB. We'll change it up to 50%, and I'll give you some examples of items that are worth popping up on this sniper. So to change it, you just go to your TSM, you go to operations, you go to sniper, buffy snipe, and you can change this percent right here to whatever you want. I like to keep it under 50%, then you know they're really good deals. This is the DB market, the average price over the past 14 days. So now that we've changed that, let's do a quick reload. We'll run another sniper scan and we'll see what items that pop up. The higher the percent is, obviously the more items are going to pop up. It is like nearly 2 AM server time, so there isn't that many people compared to the popular times, but as you can see, like we've got some mithril bars right now that are way below the market value. We've got this shield, so it's posted for 19 silver. The market value for it is 51 silver, so this could be a good item. And because a bunch of people are leveling at the moment, this would be a good item to actually buy. It's a level 16. Let's go ahead and grab this right here. So paying 19 silver, we'll try to resell it for the market value at about 51 silver. That's basically how I've been using the sniper operation. Works really good. Because you can play around with the percent that you want it to show you. If you want to find the best of the best deals and you have more time to wait for items to pop up, you can set it at a really low DB market and only find the best of the best deals, or you can set it like 50%, you can set it 80%. It's all whatever you want to set it at, but I would recommend under 50%, then you know it's a really good deal worth buying. However, by the looks of it, all our listings are starting to expire, so we'll go ahead. Oh, we just got a nice sale there. What did we sell? The strong anti-venom. So we paid as low as 16 silver and as high as 40 silver for these. We just sold one for 67 silver. So nice little profit on those. We've actually sold a bunch of those. We've brought 54 of those in the past, and we've sold 49. The highest one we sold was 5 gold, 27 silver. So good profit on that. But like I was just saying, a bunch of our items are about to expire. So what we'll do is, before we do a shopping scan on some of these groups, we'll go ahead and we'll try to get all of the items. We'll wait for them to expire and we'll get them all posted up back up on the auction house, so it doesn't fill out our mailbox while we're buying more items. And we want to get them posted back up on the auction house anyway. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these all posted back up on the auction house. It's pretty boring reposting all the items, so I won't show you that. Once we're done though, I'll do some shopping scans on some groups and I'll talk you through my thought process on which items I end up buying. Alright, so we just finished up doing a quick Noma, knock that out. Let's go ahead and see what items are up on the auction house at the moment. So we might do a scan. We don't have too much time to do a market reset and babysit the auction house for too long until we sold all of the materials that we would market reset. So what we'll do, we'll just focus on some of the phase 2 BIS items, the epics and the rares. We'll do it for weapons also. So we'll check out these first, because we can just, if we find a good deal, we can just grab it, throw it up on the auction house. We don't have to worry about doing any cancel scans or anything like that. So we'll let the scan go through. This has got like all of the best items, the gear and weapons for phase 2. So like some of the BIS items, the previous items and things like that that are in high demand, that are worth a lot. So we'll scan through here and we'll see if any of these are worth buying at the moment. So here's something to look at that is worth noting. See, we've got the dark hooded cape right here. If we look at the market value for this, it's way overpriced at the moment. The market value, it's went up by 414%. So items like this you want to stay clear of, because obviously 2,571 gold is it's just bumped up and artificially increased, and definitely isn't worth a good deal buying this for 700 gold. So you do need to be careful for that. That's why it's always good to have the percent on the market value and the region market value to see if it's jumped up a crazy amount in the past few days for no real reason. So that's just a pointer right there to look out for things like that. We do have a few items. What we could actually do with these, we have a few of these posted for 2.5 gold. We could actually cancel these. We could repost all of them for 5 gold each, which we will go ahead and do. Now you can actually go into your auctions. So say we want to cancel this item right here. An easy way to go about it, you can actually do it while your scan is going at the same time. So you can just post it in like the chat box, click on here, shift click it, and it'll bring up the items just like that. We get rid of the affix behind it, and we can go ahead and we can actually remove these while the scan is still going. So let's go ahead and remove these off the auction house so we can repost them at a higher price. Then we can go back to the scan and the scan will still actually be going. So we've got this right here. This might be, depending on how many others there are, this is a really good helm. There's 2 posted for 27 gold. The next highest is at 52 gold. We could buy both of these, which we're going to do. We'll repost these both at 52 gold, undercutting the next person. So let's go ahead and grab both of those. That could be a nice little flip right there. What have we got here? So when you're flipping these items, you do want to look at the aspects behind it. Normally, ones with spirit aren't worth as much, so we're going to stay away from those right there. So that's normally of the whale, and then of spirit. I like to stay away from those, just because not many classes are after spirit. Now we do actually have one of these that we got before. There's a whole heap of them posted at 9 gold. We've got one posted at 10 gold. And there's one at 17. We could reset this honestly, but we would be sitting on 5 of those if we were to do that, which it is actually a pretty good item. Let's go ahead and grab these all out. So we'll buy all of these and we'll remove our one that we've got posted for 10 gold. Then we can undercut this guy at 17 gold each. We'll have a lot of those, but they should all sell by the time this phase is done. So let's go ahead, remove the one that we have posted up for 10 gold, and we'll repost all of them for 17 gold. What else do we have here? The scan is still going. Not too many really good deals. There was this right here, so this is worth 5 gold, 30 silver. This one right here. Ooh, and the next highest is 8 gold. So this would be a good flip right here. We only need to buy one of the item, and it's of the intellect, and it's got 18 intellect, which is really good. And I think someone actually beat us to that one. Yeah, someone did beat us to it. So if we scroll down, it's gone now. That's unfortunate. That would have been a nice little flip right there. There doesn't seem to be too many items up at the moment. It is only 6 AM in the morning for the realm time. What else do we have here? Oh, this could be a good flip. There's not many guns in the game that are BOE. There's one posted for 20 gold, one posted at 34 gold. We could buy the one for 20 gold and undercut this guy. It's only 14 gold profit. We wouldn't want to buy the one. What is the market value? 51 gold. So we could buy both of these and repost them all at 47 silver, which I think that's actually what we're going to do. Or we could just buy the one at 20 gold like we just brought, and then undercut this guy at 34 gold. We might do that just for now. Haven't sold any of these in the past, so we'll see how quickly they actually move. So this belt could be actually a really good flip. It's over 40, it's got some good stats on it. The market value on this is 14 gold, nearly 15 gold. There's 3 of them posted. There's 2 at 6 gold and 1 at 7 gold. Let's go ahead and buy these all out, and then we'll repost them at a much higher price. So if we hover over the item right now, it will actually tell us what we'll be posting it at. So there'll be no competition, so we'll be posting it for 21 gold each, which would be a nice little profit from those. We actually might do another scan while we're here. Let's deselect all of the groups. We don't have enough time to do market resets on the materials, so what we'll do now is we'll do the recipes. We'll do phase 1 also, just because this buff has came out. A lot of people are leveling alts and leveling up their professions from level 1 skill all the way up to 225. There's going to be a bunch of recipes here, so we might let the scan go through. What I'm going to do, if there's not a whole heap of them that we've got to buy out, say like 10 plus, I won't reset any of the markets, but if there's somewhere we just got to buy 1 all the way up to like 5 of the recipes to make the price jump a lot better. We're probably going to buy everything that is under around 30% all the way up to 50%. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll grab it all out of the mailbox. Alright, so we end up buying a bunch of recipes. Let's go ahead and see what the auction house is sitting at the moment. So 1,713 at the moment is the auction house total worth. I think we spent around 100 gold roughly. So let's see, after we post all of these items up on the auction house, how much we've increased the total worth of the auction house. Obviously the prices will fluctuate once we sell all of the items, but it'll give us a nice little idea of how much we've profited. So let's go ahead and grab out everything that we just brought and cancel scanned off the auction house, and we'll throw it all up in the auction house and we'll see what it's worth at the end of that. So if you've watched any of the videos already, you kind of know how this works, but I'll show you anyways if it's someone new that is watching. So you want to select all of the groups, and this will select all of the items that are in those groups, and it will post them on the auction house, and it will meet the criteria that you have set up for the operations for those groups using TSM. As you can see, they're all posting them at much higher prices than what we paid for them. How my operations are set up will actually calculate how much you paid for an item, and it will only sell the items at a profitable price no matter what, and it will also undercut the competition. So for an example, we paid 23 silver for this, we're reselling it for 11 gold. We paid 20 gold each for these right here, for the gun, and then we're obviously undercutting the person at 34 gold, so we're posting it for 33 gold and 99 silver. We paid 10 silver for this pattern right here, we're reselling it for 6 gold. We paid 5 silver for these patterns right here, reselling them for 3 gold and 90 each. The hat that we paid 27 gold for, reselling it, undercutting the competition at 52 gold, and so on and so forth. So to post them, we use the TSM macro, and all you can do, I've got it keybound to scrolling the mouse wheel up and down. So what I can do is just scroll the mouse wheel up and down, and it will go through and it will post them at the operations we have it set up for. This is the quickest and easiest way to post all of your items. So as you can see, we just spam the mouse wheel up and down, and it's going to fly through these and post them all up on the auction house, however our operations are set them up to. So just like that, we'll go ahead and we'll post all the items that we just brought on the auction house, and we'll see what the auction house is sitting at. Alright, so we got everything posted. We're at 1700, I think it was 1,713 gold we had worth before, and now we have 2,233 gold, and we only spent about 100 gold to increase it by roughly 500 gold-ish up on the auction house. But obviously the price will fluctuate once we have sold the items, but this is a good Good sign that we should be able to make a decent amount of profit from those items. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to sleep, we'll wake up, we'll see what sales that we have when we wake up, and see what else flips are up on the auction house. We might do some market resets when we have a bit more time to sit there and undercut people on the auction house. I'll see you in the morning. So it's the next morning, let's go ahead and we'll relist all of our listings back up on the auction house, and we'll see what we're working with. Alright, so we finished posting everything up back on the auction house. We've got 2,207 gold worth posted. We had a few sales while we're posting them up. What have we got here? Oh, this is a nice flip. We only paid 21 silver for this recipe. We resold it for 8 gold and 90 silver. It's pretty good profit there. 8 gold and 70 silver on that one item. A few more of the pages. The pages been selling really good. The Green Hills of Stranglethorn. However, let's go over to the mailbox and we'll see what we sold over last night while we were asleep. Hopefully we got some decent sales. Not too sure though what we've sold yet. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we've got 137 mails, with the first 100 being 128 gold. So I guess decent for overnight. A few BOEs, few waylaid supply recipes at the start, couple quest items, more waylaid supplies. Oh, someone brought out this full stock that I put up of the bright eye goggles. They paid 35 silver after the auction house fee each for those, and they did buy a lot of them. A few more solid stone stacks of 5 there for the waylaid supply crates. We sold these blue boots, 20 gold a pop. Someone brought all of them out, maybe to try resell them themselves. What else do we have here? Waylaid supply items, a couple recipes, some wool cloth, some more quest items. Very nice. Let's go ahead and we'll grab out just the first 100 listings in the mailbox, and then we'll see what we've got in the rest of them. So these boots, we only paid I think like 6 gold each for those, so a nice profit on those, 14 gold each. And we sold we sold 4 of them. It's really nice. I would like to check how much we paid for the bright eye goggles. That would be interesting because we sold so many of them. So we'll go ahead and we'll check that out next, and we'll see how much we paid for those goggles. Once we figure out what is left in the auction house, so just not too much here. Let's go ahead and collect all that. So we're back over 500 gold. That was good for overnight. Let's have a look how much we paid for the bright eyed goggles. I'm very interested to see how much profit we made on those. Alright, so here they are right here. We paid anywhere from 13 silver, being the cheapest, all the way up to 19 silver, and we actually sold all of them. We sold all 36 of those. So if we just hover back over this, we paid 5 gold for all 36 of them and resold all 36 of them for 11 gold. So nice little profit of those, 6 gold and 69 silver profit of selling those. And someone brought out the full stock that we had up on the auction house, which is really nice. I'm guessing what they were going to try to do was try to either reset the market and flip them. I'm pretty sure that is what they were trying to do. Alright, awesome. So now let's go over, let's see what items we have up on the auction house at the moment that are worth buying. Alright, so we have got a little bit of time today to spend babysitting the auction house. Let's have a look at the materials, see what's going on with those at the moment, see if there's any that we can buy up and do a little market reset on, make some quick gold. The good thing about materials is that they sell very quickly. Obviously, if you don't buy like thousands of the same one, if you buy like 100 or like 50 or so, you should be able to sell them off very, very quickly. And you can make a lot of gold by doing market resets on a lot of these items. So we'll do a scan and we'll see what we come up with here. Alright, so I haven't actually done a market reset on the dark iron ordnance in phase 2, but obviously people still need them. So I think we're going to do this. It could be a bit risky. They are pretty high price. The market value is though 44 silver at the moment on my realm. So what I'm thinking we do is we reset it to 46 silver. We buy out all of these and we'll see how we go selling them. There should be a good demand for them because people obviously still need them, especially for alts. They want to get the rune. So we should be able to sell them, and I don't think many people are farming them anymore. So let's go ahead, let's try to do this and we'll see how we go with it. we can figure out if they are worth doing market resets on still. We are paying a decent amount for these, up to 33 silver each, but we're going to be reselling all of them at 46 silver. Well, that'll be the plan. We try one to go, we won't go under 45 silver at all for these. They'll still give us enough room to make some decent profit. So let's go ahead and buy these out, and we'll see how we go with doing a market reset on those. There was a couple other items. The scan is still going, but I seen the Tiger's Eye. We could do a market reset on those, buy them for as low as 1 silver, pretty much just under 1 silver, and we could reset the market to just over 2 silver, so we'd be doubling our gold on resetting these. These seem to sell really good also, so let's go ahead and buy these out, and we'll do just that. Let's buy these all out. So we're buying all the way down to this one right here before it has the big jump to 2 silver and 6 copper. So let's go ahead, grab all of these bad boys. A few more. One more. Alright, perfect. Let's continue with the scan. Now there are a few other items that are way below the market value, as you can see. However, they're just really cheap. We've got so much gold, we don't really need to mess around with these super cheap items. We're kind of past that stage of flipping. It just takes a lot of time for such minimal profit, so we can stay away with those. But if you were starting off with flipping and you didn't have much gold to flip with, you could definitely reset all these markets right here, and that would work out really, really well. It's good to see the light feathers are actually going up in price. These were staying for like under a silver for so long. It's good to see that they're starting to bump up in price. What are the Thundering Charms doing? Because they're obviously used to get the Whirlwind Axe. Wouldn't have to buy too many to actually do a reset on these. We could reset them for as low as 4 silver each, or 5 silver each, and we could reset them to 14 silver, or we could reset them all the way up to 19 silver. Which I think honestly we're going to do. They're still, with everyone with this buff, everyone's still leveling alts. A lot of people would want their Whirlwind Axe. So let's go ahead and let's do a market reset on the Thundering Charms. If you didn't know, people need 8 of these to complete the Whirlwind Axe quest, so they can get the axe, which is a good axe for these new alts that are coming up at the moment. So do we want to reset it all the way to 19? Or do we want to stop at 14? That is the question. There is 8 posted at the 14, so I think we're just going to go from 4 silver and reset it all the way up to 14 silver. On the low end, that's about 10 silver profit of each. At the high end, it's only 5. But it's still definitely worth doing a market reset on. Okay, the Mithril Ore. Now this could be a good one. How many do we have to buy though? That is the question. Market value 33 silver. There's a bunch starting at 12 silver, and there is a lot of these posted. This would be a risky, I think this would be pretty risky to do, but it could pay off quite well. Let me see how many would have to buy. There's 21 stacks right here of 10. That's way too many. We do not want to go ahead and buy those. So let's go ahead and pass on that. Oh, here's a little market reset. We wouldn't have to buy too many of these to do it. We only need to buy 10, so they'll be around 16 silver. Then we'll just bump them up to 22 silver. Nice little flip, like flips like this, where you don't have to invest into hundreds of an item to see it different in the price. So we're gonna need to sell 10 of them, which we should be able to sell very quickly. So we'll go ahead and buy these, and then we'll grab everything off the auction house. That looks about everything that is worth resetting right at the moment. Oh, we just sold some hands for 76 silver that we paid 10 silver for. Alright, let's go ahead and grab out all of the items that we just brought. I'm very interested to see what we can do with these Dark Iron Ordnance in phase 2. It will be interesting. And we did buy a decent amount of them for a decent amount of gold also. So the goal with these is to sell them at least at the market value, around like 45 silver each. So we'll see what we can end up getting for those. Everything else should be very, very easy to sell. Now, when you're doing market resets like this, you're going to have a little bit of time to sit at the auction house and undercut people, make sure the price is staying up. So if you plan on doing a material market reset, just keep in mind you will need a little bit of time. Your goal is to sell all of these before you log off for the day or before you go to bed, because you could wake up and the market could have changed a lot compared to where you reset it at. Alright, so this is how I do the market resets. We'll start off with posting with TSM just to see what the prices are doing on all of them. So the price seems good and profitable on the Dark Iron Ordnance, the Cured Thick Hide, and the Thundering Charms. By the looks of it, someone's posted a listing way under price for the Tiger's Eye, because obviously it's posting at minimum price. So what we'll do is we won't post all of the items. Let's just post some 1 stacks, a couple 3 stacks. These are all the Dark Iron Ornaments, a couple 5 stacks, a couple 10 stacks, and 2 20 stacks of those. In case we get undercut, we don't have to cancel scan a bunch of those. Let's throw up. We've only got 4 of the Cured Thick Hide, so let's go ahead and throw them all up on the auction house. And then how many of these do we have? We've got 55 of the Thundering Charms, so we don't need to go ahead and throw all of those up. Let's throw a few 1 stacks, a few 3 stacks, and a few 5 stacks. Then let's figure out what is going on with the Tiger's Eye. I'm assuming someone just posted 1 at the same time we're buying those before we reset the price. Well, there's a couple posted, so they're getting posted a bit quicker. So what we can do with this is we can just reset it back to the price where we want it to reset to. So let's go ahead and buy these out. These are super cheap, so it doesn't matter if we end up with a bunch of these. Alright, so we've reset it to where we want to be. Let's do a rescan, make sure no one's posted the exact same second we did that. We can go ahead and we can post them all up on the auction house now. Here they are right here for 2 silver each. Let's skip the Dark Iron Ordnance and the Thundering Charms. And we've got the Tiger's Eye. Post a couple 1 stacks, a couple 3 stacks, and a couple 5 stacks. Just so we have a bit left over. Now what we can do with the leftover ones, we can come to our Auctionator tab right here under Selling, and we can just keep track if we are the lowest price in line. So we just sold already the Cured Hides, all 4 of them that we brought. So that market reset is done. We've flipped that, made this amount of profit off those. Now it's to work on these 3 items right here. So what I was saying, where it says U question mark, this means if you're at the top part right here, it means that you have the cheapest item and you're next in line to get the sale basically. So what we can do now is we can just hover through here and we can keep on undercutting people until the item is unprofitable. Then what we can do is we can either buy out the cheaper items that people have posted, reset it back to a profitable price, or you can wait until the price is at profitable after it goes down. But the main goal now is to sell all of these items, all 3 of these different items completely, all the stock that we have of those, before we log off the game, because we don't know what the market will do. Maybe it will change from what we have reset it to. So basically it is just an undercutting game at the moment. We could even do some searches for some other items while we have a little bit of downtime. It seems like we're not getting undercut too much. They're a bit different items. They're not like the main items that people would be flipping at the moment. So we might not have too much competition on these, which will be good. But I'm very interested to see if we can make some profit off selling these Dark Iron Ordnance. We made a bunch selling them in phase 1 obviously. People still need them in phase 2, so interested to see how this market reset will go. Alright, so it's been literally just 1 second since I recorded the last clip. As you can see, someone has posted 1, which is 1 copper cheaper than ours. I've only posted 1 of these. So what we can do is we can go ahead and we can undercut this person right here. Let's say we want to post just 5 of these of 1 stacks just to undercut this guy. So ours is the cheapest up on the auction house. There we go. We're back on the top spot. So just like that. Now when you're doing market resets, you want to be posting for only 2 hours at a time to save on the deposit costs, because you're going to be doing a lot of cancel scans, removing the items, posting them back up on the auction house to undercut the competition. So just make sure that you're posting at 2 hours. And I'd normally like to not post all of the stock of the item that I'm selling at once, because obviously if you just stay at the auction house with them in your bags, you can easily undercut people a lot quicker just by doing what I'm doing at the moment. So we got undercut again by a stack of 6. Let's go ahead and undercut that guy. And it's basically what we're going to be doing is just having undercutting wars until the price is non-profitable, and then we can decide if we want to buy it out to reset the price again, or if we want to sit on the items and wait for the price to go up by themselves, letting other people buy out all of the other listings. They're the main 2 ways you can go about it. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes. We actually sold a 20 stack of the dark iron ordnance, so that's a good sign for this market reset. We should be able to sell off all of these. I'm thinking people need 20 of these at a time, so we're mainly going to focus on posting them as stacks of 20. So we paid, at max, we paid 34 silver, and we paid a lot lower for a bunch of those, and we're going to be reselling them for around 46 silver each. So nice profit margin on all these, and we brought a decent amount of those. Oh, nice, we just sold another 40 stack 1 minute later, another 20 stack, sorry, and they're going for nearly 10 gold each, which is really good to see. Alright, so we sold a bunch of the items so far. We still have a bit more to sell that's in our inventory, but this video and this episode is getting very long, so I think this is where we're going to wrap up episode number 11. If you would like to get my groups and operations for TSM for flipping, you can find that inside of my classic flipping guide. On top of that, it will teach you step by step how to set everything up, how to get TSM working, and everything you need to know about flipping in Season of Discovery. You also will get the Phase 3 and Phase 4 investments, which are going to be added to the guide very soon. Also, you get access to a private Discord where we help each other out with gold making and flipping. Till the next video, guys, take care.